Whoa! Looks like you're dangerously low on your supply of tech news. Let me top that up for you. I love to help. Ooh, Apple and Google are working on contract tracing together. This could solve COVID for good. Well, hold on a second there, Sparky. Turns out not everyone is super jazzed about the two tech giants working together to track coronavirus infections through Bluetooth exchanges between our phones. As Wired points out, despite the system being designed to keep everyone as anonymous as possible, the whole idea is centered around identifying people who get diagnosed with COVID and the people they have interacted with recently. That straight up makes our digital lives inherently less private. There's also potential security risks if hackers find out which Bluetooth identifiers correspond with which user, leading to so-called linkage attacks. And besides all that, questions remain about whether Bluetooth contact tracing will even work at all. Because once the API is actually completed, it will have to be integrated into apps downloaded by people who will also have to update their phones to make it work, and assuming the false positive rate isn't through the roof, users potentially exposed to infected people will have to get tested for COVID, which isn't exactly easy in many parts of the world. Obviously, we're not trying to poo-poo the whole endeavor and say it's doomed, only that there are some major hurdles to leap over. But if you are worried about your privacy, you already know what can help. Hashtag stay home, baby. Sales of the Nintendo Switch have skyrocketed as people try to find things to do while staying home. And price gougers have capitalized on the opportunity by using bots to automatically buy up stock as soon as it's available. Well, one intrepid Imgur user refused to participate in that nonsense and built their own Nintendo Switch from scratch. Well, not quite from scratch. The user, Sarbaz37, bought individual used Switch components on Craigslist and eBay and assembled them into a working Switch. While legit models are going for anywhere between $450 to $600 right now, this Franken Switch cost about $200 to make. Well done, Sarbaz37. You're a quarantine inspiration to us all. I hope you give those parts a good wipe down. And Chinese company Chewy has listed a business-focused compact PC that's hiding an Xbox One S inside? Well, not really. See, TechRadar says Chewy told them that their AeroBox PC is built around the Xbox One S motherboard and a previously unseen AMD A9 9820 CPU. The GPU from the Xbox One S has apparently been disabled and replaced with a Radeon R7 350. But see, unlike the Xbox One S, the motherboard in the AeroBox has 4 upgradable DIMM slots for RAM, and the I/O layout on the back is completely different from Microsoft's console. While the CPU has some similarities to the Xbox One S's chip, there's no evidence that it's the same chip. We're not sure why Chewy would make the claim that this is an Xbox One S inside a PC, but hey, they got us talking about it, so dang it. Now it's time for the quick bits, brought to you by Private Internet Access. PIA is the VPN with over 3,000 servers in 32 countries. PIA lets you mask your IP address and encrypts traffic to and from your device. When combined with private browsing, you can make websites think that you're in a different country. Haha, joke's on them. PIA has configurable encryption and an internet kill switch so you can stay in control of your connection. Trying PIA is risk-free with their 7-day money-back guarantee. They've got clients for Windows, macOS, Android, iOS, and Linux with support for up to 5 devices at once. So check them out at the link below. Quick bits! Didn't see that coming. Amazon has had their French warehouses shut down by the French government after the company did not comply with an order to stop selling all non-essential supplies in France. Amazon distribution centers in the country must now remain closed until April 20th, while the company thinks about what they've done. That's right, France just gave Amazon a timeout. You know, sometimes Europe's pretty cool. Facial recognition company Clearview AI has had another data breach, this time leaving its source code, cloud storage credentials, and in-house apps exposed in a public server. This is the company that says it can store identifiable pictures of absolutely everyone's face. I think they may be taking their name a little too literally. SpaceX has scheduled the launch of their Crew Dragon spacecraft for May 27th. This would be the first time that astronauts have blasted off from American soil in nearly a decade. One can only hope it's not one of Elon Musk's crazy pranks. That guy is so hard to read. Facebook's Libra has slowly shriveled from a grandiose idea for the future of cryptocurrency to what is essentially Facebook's PayPal. Instead of being a single universal currency, Libra will now be tied to various local currencies, making it not that much different from your garden variety online payment network. They almost got there until someone said the word Facebook. And Samsung's lifestyle TVs will be packaged in cardboard that can be repurposed into various household items like a magazine holder or a cat house, because that's more sustainable until you have to eventually get rid of it because it's cardboard. And I mean, cats don't need one more thing to ignore, you know? I'm ignoring the fact that I want to continue this episode because it's over. Come on back on Monday for more tech news. And in the meantime, I'm gonna find out which box I fits in and sits in. This is oddly dirty, Riley. I don't think you meant to say it like that. Well, it's done.